well, functions f and g are such that f of x is 2x over 3x plus 2, and g of x is 3 over x plus 5. Find f of minus 3, g to the minus 1 of 4, and then fg of minus 8. Show clear algebraic working. Solve the equation f of x is equal to g of x. Okay, so we've got f of x is 2x over 3x plus 2. We need to find f of minus 3. That means everywhere there's an x in here, we now replace it with minus 3. So we get 2 times minus 3 over 3 times minus 3 plus 2. That's going to give me minus 6, 2 times minus 3. That's going to give me minus 9 plus 2 in the denominator. Minus 9 plus 2 will give me minus 7. So get minus 6 over minus 7. A negative divided by a negative is a positive, so we just get an answer as 6/7, and we should leave it as a fraction. Right, now we need to find the inverse of g to the minus 1 of 4. Now we could find the inverse function, but if g of x is 3 over x plus 5, if we know that g to the minus 1, we want to find g to the minus 1 of x is 4, then we need to, for g to the minus 1 of 4, we will need to solve 3 over x plus 5 is equal to 4. So taking this up here by multiplying, we're going to get that 3 is equal to 4 times x plus 5. Expanding the bracket, we're going to get 3 is equal to 4x plus 20. Subtracting 20, we're going to get minus 17 is equal to 4x divided by 4. We're going to get that x is minus 17 over 4. So that means that g to the minus 1 of 4 will be equal to minus 17 over 4. That means if I put minus 17 over 4 into this, then I will get an answer of 4. Okay, now we need to do fg of minus 8. So fg of minus 8, let's write down f and g again. So fg of minus 8, that means first do g to minus 8, and then to the result of that, do f. So g of minus 8, that means substitute minus 8 into here, we're going to get 3 over minus 8 plus 5. Minus 8 plus 5 gives me minus 3, so you get 3 over minus 3, which will give me minus 1. Now we take minus 1 and put it into f. So f of minus 1. So we're going to have 2 times minus 1, 3 over 3 times minus 1 plus 2. That's going to give me minus 2 over minus 3 plus 2. So it's going to give me minus 2 over minus 1, which will give me an answer of 2. Then finally, we have to solve f of x is equal to g of x. So f of x is equal to g of x. So we put 2x over 3 plus 2 equal to 3 over x plus 5. Now to solve something like this, we just need to cross multiply. So here we're going to have 2x, cross multiplying, we're going to have x plus 5 is equal to 3 times 3x plus 2. Expanding the brackets, we're going to get 2x squared plus 10x is equal to 9x plus 6. Now at this stage we identify we have a quadratic equation, so to solve it we need to put it equal to 0. So subtracting 9x, we're going to have 2x squared plus x, because 10x minus 9x gives me plus x, and then we've obviously got to also take 6, and that's equal to 0. So we'll solve this by factorization. So we'll do the product, which is 2 times minus 6, which will give you minus 12, and the sum will be 1 in the middle. The factors will be minus 3 and 4. Minus 3 times 4 will give minus 12, and minus 3 plus 4 is 1. And then we're going to have 2x squared, and we split the x term up into minus 3x plus 4x, and then we've still got the minus 6 is equal to 0, and then we factorize by grouping. So the common factor here is of x, and then we get 2x minus 3. And then we bring down the plus sign, group these two terms together, common factor of 2, and then we get again 2x minus 3. Notice here and here we've got the same thing in the brackets. We do that every time we get this correct. And now we take that out as a common factor, and we're left with x plus 2 is equal to 0. So now we're going to say either 2x plus minus 3 is equal to 0, which means that 2x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 over 2, or x plus 2 is equal to 0, which means that x is equal to minus 2. So two solutions, x is minus 2 or x is 3 over 2. So this has been a video to show you how to find work with inverse function, finding the inverse function, finding the inverse of a function value, composite of a value, and putting two functions equal to each other and finding the value of x that make that true. Okay, I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.